President Frank Underwood clashes with Congressman Bob Birch over a collective bargaining bill, making it clear that he won't support it if it jeopardizes his broader election goals. Frank manipulates Birch by appearing to be on his side while secretly planning to exclude the bargaining position from the bill. Meanwhile, Claire Underwood is approached by Remy Danton, a lobbyist for Sancorp, with an offer to double their donation to her cause to $1.5 million. Frank expresses his disapproval of Claire associating with Danton due to his ties to the previous administration. At the Washington Herald, Zoe Barnes is offered a promotion to cover the White House, a position she accepts with some hesitation, while her colleague, Lucas Goodwin, deems it a career dead end. Amidst these events, Frank pressures David to adhere to team rules and encourages him to pursue the speakership of the House. Claire contemplates the Sancorp offer, but is reminded by Frank, via a note, that she has his support. Following this, Claire calls Adam, an old acquaintance, for reasons unstated. Frank Underwood, needing support for upcoming legislation, tasks Doug to secure votes from the Black Caucus, targeting Terry Womack. They discover Womack wants to protect jobs at a military base in his district. Frank devises a plan to close a different base and identifies Peter Russo as someone he can manipulate. He tells Russo the shipyard in his district must close and offers his support, while threatening him with repercussions if he resists. Russo initially refuses, but Frank warns him not to underestimate him. Meanwhile, Claire tells Remy she won't take money from him because it is not a good fit. She spends time with Adam Galloway, reviewing photos and forming a romantic connection. Later, Frank pressures Terry Womack to support him in exchange for keeping the base in his district open. Claire and Adam meet at a hotel where they share an intimate moment. Afterward, Claire returns to Frank, and they share a moment of intimacy as well, discussing Claire's interactions with Remy and Adam's gift of photos. Later, at a meeting regarding military infrastructure, Russo is expected to testify, but he refuses to speak. Finally, Womack informs Frank that members of the Black Caucus are now seeking to replace him. Frank strongarms Congressman Birch into supporting his plan for the collective bargaining bill, threatening to leak damaging information to Birch's opposition if he doesn't back down. Meanwhile, Frank manipulates Zoe after she's promoted to White House correspondent, telling her this changes everything, implying he needs her at the White House for his own purposes. Zoe's colleague, Janine, is furious, believing Zoe stole the White House correspondent job she desired. Simultaneously, Christina Gallagher uses keys she stole earlier to enter Congressman Russo's apartment, while he is passed out and his children are at home, aware their father has left his cell phone behind. After dinner, Christina confronts a severely intoxicated Russo at his apartment with his children, berating him for his failures and neglect, making it clear she is leaving him for good. Frank discusses his political maneuvering, hinting that he intends to place the blame for an unpopular measure on David, and manipulates Birch into accepting his choice of a new leader and putting pressure on David. Zoe, conflicted and influenced by Frank, impulsively quits her job after a heated exchange with her boss. She then calls Frank, who congratulates her and invites her to his place. Frank Underwood visits Zoe Barnes at her apartment, immediately questioning whether her parents are aware of her situation. She confirms they don't know and haven't visited. Frank then probes into whether someone is taking care of her, specifically asking if an older man is looking out for her, which she denies, though she admits to past relationships with older men. He warns Zoe about the risks of being used, but she dismisses his concern, claiming his words have no power over her. Abruptly, Frank instructs Zoe to remove her shoes, and she defiantly throws them to the floor in front of him.